Yesterday, President Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen, testified before the House Oversight Committee. And in his opening statement, one of the things he said is that Trump is a racist. I know, shock, but hang on. And he also gave an example of that a little later on. Well, to contradict and combat this accusation, the representative from North Carolina, Mark Meadows, and the Republicans decided to bring in Lynn Patton, who worked on Trump's campaign and now works for HUD, and who was the wedding planner, I believe, for Don Jr., his first wedding. They decided to bring her in as proof that Trump is not racist. Of course, she didn't say anything, she just stood there. Well, the representative from Michigan, Rashida Tlaib, pointed out later on that Lynn Patton was being used as a prop, because she was, and that the act itself of doing that is racist, because it is. And of course, this triggered Mark Meadows. He started clutching his pearls and appealed to Elijah Cummings that this was insulting because Elijah Cummings knows he's not racist. And then Elijah Cummings kind of basically defended him and said that, Mark Meadows was one of his best friends, which at first I heard of that. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. I don't care. Because, Cummings was trying to play the middle here. But the point of this video is the point of Rashida Tlaib's point. And that is, just because you hire somebody who's black, just because you have an acquaintance or even a friend who is black or Hispanic, doesn't mean that you're not a racist, and it certainly doesn't exempt you from saying something that is racist and it not being pointed out. The same as you being friendly with someone who's Muslim doesn't exempt you from being an Islamophobe, or you having someone in your family who's gay means you can't be homophobic or transphobic. It is really silly. It's a straw man. Right? It's a straw man. So basically it is, well, I can't say something that's racist. I can't be racist because, and Meadows actually pulled this out because I have a niece and a nephew who are people of color. So the fuck what? What does that mean? Okay. I mean, it's stupid. I mean, there's a couple Justin Bieber songs I like. It doesn't mean I'm a believer. I mean, it's an idiotic leap to make. And this is the point where Rashida Tlaib was making with her statement, and this is the point I'm making. If you have to prove you're not a racist or prove you're not a homophobe, the fact that you're trying to prove it kind of proves the opposite. Because people who are not those things, people who are generally for diversity, who are inclusive, and let's just say for generically not racist, not homophobic, not bigoted, don't have to prove it because their life demonstrates it. Not only their words, but their actions and their whole, being. So, because, for instance, there's someone who accused me of being a racist about a week ago, and they did it about a week before that, and both times they did it was in retaliation. It was a reactionary response to me saying that Donald Trump calling Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas is racist, right? So instead of defending it because they can't defend it, they just do, oh, well, you're racist. And my initial response was to really get offended by it. But then I realized I don't need to be offended or feel the need to defend myself, because anyone who knows me knows that I'm not racist or bigoted toward anyone. I don't have a racist bone in my body. I don't have my homophobic bone in my body. I don't have a transphobic bone in my body. And it's not just me saying that. My words in general exhibit that. My actions exhibit that. The way I live my life exhibits that. So, as Rashida Tlaib was trying to point out, if President Trump is not really racist, then you don't have to bring a black woman to stand there while you keep say, oh, he's not racist and this is proof, but you don't let her speak to offer any kind of actual defense. Because the fact you have to do that kind of disproves what you're trying to prove. Because his life, not only his words but his actions, people should be contemporaneously available to say that he is not these things, and that is the point. That's the point, right? And just because you're nice or you're friendly and the idiotic, you have people in your family who are a minority, doesn't exempt you from anything. It is a silly argument. It's a straw man argument. You're going to set the straw man up and then knock it down. It's really just nonsensical. So my plea is, quit straw manning racism and bigotry. If you're not really bigoted or racist or homophobic or Islamophobic, you don't have to prove it, because the proof would already be in existence. So that's it for this video. If you have a comment, drop it in the box. If you like what you heard, go ahead and hit the like button. While you're there, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Visit me on my blog at robbase2110-ez.blogspot.com, at Patreon at patreon.com/robbeasley, and on my social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under robbase2110. Remember, ignorance is a choice, so be informed, be aware, knowledge is power, and facts do matter. Until next time, see ya.